Welcome to TWALE TV. TWALE TV Sports. Welcome back. When you think it can't get any worse, it's actually becoming more terrible for me to witness because all the drama surrounding the appointment of these managers to replace these top clubs is a bit of a concern for me. And I said it in the last podcast. But this is my take. Okay, Chelsea are desperate to get Enzo Maresca, Leicester's manager. Man U are on their knees to get Kieran McKenna, Ipswich manager, is the worst kept secret. So whatever they're telling you in the media, just forget it. Just watch what they're doing, their moves. Man U having discussion with Ipswich delegates, Ipswich owner coming down to have a word with the manager, Kieran McKenna. And at the same time, we have Vincent Kompany as number one contender for Bayern Munich's job. What the hell is going on? Can someone please tell me what is going on? I mean, I was so upset last time. I thought, okay, I concluded with this notion that you can't tell a man how to spend his money. Okay, so I thought, okay, forgive them. But where is the sense in this appointment? Okay, these guys have only got a couple of years experience. All of them. Enzo Maresca, about 2 years experience. Vincent Kompany, 2 years experience. Kieran McKenna, 2 years experience. And they are all being touted for the best job on the land. Not even on the land, for the best job in football world. It doesn't get bigger than Manchester United or Chelsea. Okay? And what really shocked me is the fact that it just looked as if these club owners, they have decided that this is the trend. This is the way they want to go forward. They're not looking back to the old managers. They want young, aspiring managers that they can build with. Just as you're buying a young talent in a footballer. You know he's got the talent, but you then build him. You mold him. Okay? It becomes an asset. That is not how you appoint a manager. It doesn't work that way with managers. Especially these young managers with no experience and giving them these jobs. It's a different kettle of fish. It's a different pressure from what they're coming from. They've never experienced anything like that in their life. We sometimes get carried away with this hype, this, overhyping our talents. It's okay when you do it with footballers. But when you're doing it with managers, it's a trend that sickens me up to my stomach. I can't tell you. Because it's never worked in history. I said it so many times. It's worked with Pep Guardiola. He came from B team to take over Barcelona first team. It worked for him. How long ago? Over 20 years. Arteta is more or less the same, but it hasn't worked. It looks promising, but it's not yet rewarding. So where is the concept from? That Sir Jim Ratcliffe, whom people have put so much belief in, that is taking over football operations, to be so desperate to sign Ipswich manager. The guy is only taking League One to Championship and to Premier League. Fantastic achievement. So what? Does that mean that equates Manchester United's job? No, it doesn't. He hasn't dealt with that type of pressure before. He's got a whole lot of behind-the-scenes mess to deal with. Excuse me, I don't want to talk about this anymore, to be honest, because I can only see one answer. I can only see one result. I can only see one outcome. Okay, whichever way you want to look at it. It's never worked in history. I hate sounding like a broken record. Okay, David Moyes, 2011. Sir Alex Ferguson vouched for him. Man, you gave him 6 years contract because he has done a fantastic job with Everton. He took them to Champions League with more or less little or nothing budget. He was the man of the manor at Everton. Prolific, everything. He got to Manchester United. I remember Patrice Evra saying when he had his first speech with the players, he knew that it wasn't going to last. That is the kind of imbalance you create when you bring a manager who hasn't won nothing to govern over players who have won everything. It's a psychological thing. Imagine Raheem Sterling sitting down and listening to, of course, he's worked with Enzo Maresca before at City, but imagine them listening to these guys who are just about to make it in the managerial world, and they have dealt with the top managers in the world. They have listened to the best tactics. They have listened to the genius of the genius. Now, these club owners are not actually thinking about the chemistry between the players and these so-called unqualified managers, because they are not qualified. They have the recipe, they have the resume, they have the ability, but it doesn't qualify them to take up an elite club like Man U, like Chelsea. We will see how it pans out. And then for Man U to be saying, oh, our manager is here, we're not deciding, I'm talking about Ten Hag, we're not deciding his future until FA Cup. Please save us that rubbish. Everybody knows what's happening. Why playing the game? Just keep quiet if you have nothing to say. And Ten Hag were to be saying, oh yes, I love my job. This is my job. I'm assembling the job. All I have to do is to win so that we can look forward to next season. Mr. Ten Hag, save us that rubbish. You're only saying that to get more compensation. You know you're going. All the players know you're going. I mean, this whole thing is just, I can't even comment on football. I can't even talk about what is coming this weekend and whatever. I just feel the whole, managerial appointment, merry-go-round shenanigans is so upsetting. Thomas Frank, well done, guy. He's done a fantastic job at, Brentford. Brought them from nowhere, kept them in the Premier League. Does that mean he can manage Chelsea? He's never dealt with such pressure before. He's happy where he is. Winning 2, losing 1, winning 3, losing 4. Nobody is asking for him to be sacked. Come and do that at Chelsea. Your head is going to be on the line. It's a different kettle of fish. I keep saying it. The same thing happened to Graham Potter. He was comfortable at Brighton. He didn't need to win 6 in a row. And he was comfortable. He kept Brighton there in the top 10 of the table. What happened to him? He came to Chelsea. He couldn't deal with winning every game because he has never done it before. So let's see how Kieran McKenna, let's see where he ends up with to start with, and let's see how he deals with Man U problem or Chelsea, because Chelsea too are also chasing him. I am cheesed off with all this. Anyway, I think that's that tonight. I just thought, let me come talk, but I've lost the plot even trying to get all my points across, man. This is upsetting me because it's never worked. Nuno Espirito, he took Wolves from League One to Championship to Premier League, double promotion. They gave him Tottenham job, he failed. It's never worked. Mark Hughes, the same thing years ago. When the Abu Dhabi owners came and they bought Man City, they kept him, they gave him the job, they brought all the best top stars all over the world. Adebayo, what's the Brazilian name? The guy from Man City. From Real Madrid. He came there, everything. He never worked. He had like 7 draws on the trot. They sacked him. So how you take an inexperienced manager to pick up a club with so much demand? There's the commercial revenue expectation. There is the on-pitch result expectation. There is the fans' expectation, because the fans are addicted to winning. They love winning. They're used to it. So if a manager suddenly comes and is not giving them the tonic, what they're used to, then the pressure builds. Okay? If you don't get a result on the pitch, it affects the commercial revenue. So a lot of things, there's a lot of chemistry that has to be in sync. And that's why you look for a guaranteed pair of hands. But this new club owner seems to have a new agenda. They believe I think it's a trend, but it's a madness of a trend. Let's see how it pans out. But unfortunately, for this kind of thing to be seen, we would have to wait maybe a season or 2. So I might be talking rubbish. McKenna might get to Man U and start winning games. I don't know. Enzo Maresca might get to Chelsea and start winning games. I don't know. But I don't fool myself. Graham Potter, was a super guy. He couldn't deal with Chelsea. Okay? Let's see what they do, man. Anyway, hasta la vista, people. And then we'll continue, but not again on this managerial merry-go-round. Go have a lovely evening, people. Love you. Ciao. It's TWALE.